What's up? So we got Breaking Bad, Season 1, Episode 2, The Cat's in the Bag. So this episode starts off Walt sleeping with his wife, but then he has to go into the bathroom. But then it just flashbacks to earlier that scene where Walt and Jesse were our main boys, Walt and Jesse, explaining to the tow truck why they fell into a ditch. And Walt's like, oh yeah, the thing wouldn't turn on, and thing spilled over his coffee, spilled over his pants, and Jesse's like, what the crap? Like, this is like, what the crap? Like, why won't this thing turn on? So yeah, so then we wake up, then we see Walt naked in his bathroom for some reason, and they discover that, and Walt and Jesse discover that Crazy is still alive. So Walt wakes up in his bathroom, and he has to breakfast with his family, but Jesse calls him pretending to be the ATT people, and he's like, what's going on? Jesse starts saying about, hey, the guy's like woken up, bro, like, yo, like he's woken up. He's like, what are we gonna do about that? He's like, after school, Angel. He's like, after school, man, and then he has to pretend to Skylar, like, oh, it's just one of those telemarketers. So Skylar calls him, and he's like, yo, what? Parental guidance suggested. Yo, ABQ, what up, biatch? I said to do the, yeah. And Skylar's like, what? Like, why would this guy's ringtone be the B word? Yeah, you usually don't say this in my reviews, but I will be using the B word from now on because obviously it's with Jesse's character, and I cannot lose this out with Jesse's character, so obviously parental guidance will be suggested. If you're gonna watch the Breaking Bad video and you're gonna want to hear the B word, you better have a parent with you, or do not watch these videos at all, because the B word will be in probably a bunch of these videos. So you can watch it for your own safety. Don't watch it if you're afraid of the B word. It's just with Jesse's character. I usually don't say the B word. It's just with Jesse's character, and I have to stay faithful to the character. So, yeah. So Skylar decides to look up Jesse and look up what he meant and what Jesse meant on his phone number, and she looks up the word MILF, and she's like, what's a MILF? And I'm like, what's that too? I know what it means, but it's for the review, so I'm gonna have to say it. I could have left it out, but it's for the review, because Skylar actually says it, because I guess it's on Jesse's page or something. So, yeah. So Walt and Jesse flip a coin. Walt and Jesse flip a coin to see who will deal with it, and it's a head. So Jesse has to get the bottle of container, and at school, Walt's like so freaked out. He thinks one of his students said, "What's on the murder?" But his student actually said, "What's on the midterm?" Yeah, because it would say, "What's on a murder?" Really? Because Walt's kind of like freaked out, like he has to kill someone. But Walt doesn't do it because he starts weeding it up in Jesse's house. But he has to go because Skylar's pregnant, everyone. So, yeah, and she kind of, confronts Walt, saying, Walt, who's a Jesse Pinkman, and why is he calling our house? And he's like, he's selling me, and he lies to her, saying, he's selling me pot, Skylar. And she's like, selling you pot? Like, yeah, like marijuana. Yeah. And he's like, and he's like, Skylar, please get off it. Please get out of his butt. So, yeah, so of course Skylar decides to confront Jesse, because of course she does. And he's he's moving Emilio, and she's like, hey, her brother's a, she's Skylar White, yo, and she's Skylar White, yo, and her husband is Walter White, yo, and yeah, it's really funny seeing Anna Gunn just say yo all the time. And that's what Skylar is sometimes. Skylar is my favorite character. Don't come at me. God is my favorite character. But yeah, this is the beginning of the show, but still. And she's like, her brother's a DEA agent, and if you stop telling pot to her husband, he'll get hanged to come after him. And Jesse's basically like, what? So he basically confronts Walt about it, basically saying, is your brother-in-law a DEA agent? And he's like, what? And he's like, you didn't answer the question. He's like, is your brother a DEA agent? Because your wife totally came up to me while he was moving him. She could have saw him moving Emilio, and told him to stop selling you marijuana. And he's like, why'd you tell me? Why'd you tell her I was selling you marijuana? And he's like, because it came up with a better excuse than, telling her that he does drugs, Jesse. Like, so, yeah, so yeah. So Jesse, instead of getting a bottle, what does Jesse decide to do, everybody? He decides to melt Emilio with acid. He even says that his mom's something about his mom, a bitch, or something, I don't know. Parental guidance is still suggested. It's just because of Jesse's character. Not because I want to say the B word. It's just because of Jesse's character. And I have to. Because if I don't say it, it will not collide with Jesse's character. It's something about Jesse's mom being a B word. But then Walt comes, as the scene happens, Walt's like, hey, he's like, I didn't have to use your bottle idea because I just, use sulfuric acid, and as I learned, sulfuric acid doesn't really, he used it in his bathtub, and it doesn't really, burn through Jesse's bathtub, but in the show, I guess it does. And Walt and Jesse see a body, like Emilio's dead corpse, a bunch, like blood coming out, blood and Emilio's corpse comes crashing down. And he's like, you really should have thought, I told you to buy that bucket, didn't I? Ending this episode. So, yeah, so this episode is a great episode. Again, sorry for me saying the B word, but I have to. Since it's obviously just a character, but parental guidance is suggested, because, don't want to be hearing an 18-year-old YouTuber, not a 19-year-old, I'm 18, an 18-year-old YouTuber saying the B word, but I have to do it. I have to do it because it's part of his character. If I don't, I would be not doing just character right. if I do not say the word, I would not be doing Jesse's character right. So, but yeah, this was a good episode. Skylar was kind of funny with her saying, yo. Walt lying to her is obviously not okay, of course. But yeah, but anyway, I'll see you next time for some more Breaking Bad. But remember, the B word will probably be used in a bunch of my videos from now on because it's Jesse's character. But I'll see you next time for another Breaking Bad episode review. See ya.